Alex always knew he was different, but he couldn't quite put his finger on why. Growing up, he was a quiet and observant boy, always watching the world around him. Kids at school would tease him, calling him gay and making fun of his bubble butt. He didn't fully understand what they meant, but the words stuck to him like glue. By the time he entered junior high, Alex was still grappling with his identity. That was when he met Tyler, an 8th grader who was openly gay. Tyler walked through the hallways with confidence, unbothered by the whispers and stares. It fascinated Alex, who had never met someone so comfortable with themselves. He found himself making excuses to be around Tyler, lingering in places he knew Tyler would be, just for a chance to talk to him. One day, after weeks of hesitation, Alex gathered the courage to ask Tyler if he wanted to hang out. To his surprise and relief, Tyler accepted. They quickly became inseparable, spending hours together at Tyler's house, playing video games, watching movies, and talking about life. Tyler would casually mention boys he found cute, and Alex would listen intently, feeling something stir inside him that he had long ignored. But he never brought Tyler over to his own house. He wasn't ready for that yet. One afternoon, Tyler surprised Alex by stopping by his house unannounced. Alex's parents, Robert and Diane, answered the door, and immediately, their eyes narrowed. They didn't say anything outright, but Alex could feel their judgment seeping through the cracks. When Tyler left, his parents sat him down in the living room. "That boy is gay," his father said, his voice thick with disapproval. "So," Alex responded, already feeling defensive. His mother shook her head. "You shouldn't be hanging around with someone like that, Alex. People will start thinking things about you." And that's when Alex's heart began pounding in his chest. He could feel the words on his tongue, burning to be spoken. The years of confusion, the bullying, the quiet yearning, it all came to a head. "I'm gay too." Silence. His parents' faces paled, his father's jaw clenched. His mother looked like she was about to cry. "No, you're not," his father said firmly. "You're just confused. You're too young to know something like that." His mother nodded, reaching for his hand. "It's Tyler. He's influencing you. This isn't who you are, Alex." But Alex knew. He had always known. And nothing they said could change that. His parents, desperate to fix him, turned to their church for guidance. Within weeks, arrangements were made for Alex to attend a program that promised to help him find his way back to God's intended path. Conversion therapy. They packed his bags without his consent, telling him it was for his own good, that this was how they could help him, that he would come back normal. But they never saw Alex again. The place they sent him to was a nightmare. The so-called therapy was a mix of psychological abuse, forced prayers, and attempts to make him feel ashamed of who he was. The counselors told him he was broken. They told him he was an abomination. They told him if he prayed hard enough, he could change. But Alex wouldn't change. He couldn't, and he refused to deny who he was. One night, after months of torment, Alex escaped. He ran as fast as he could, not looking back, not knowing where he was going, only that he had to get away. He made his way to a shelter for LGBTQ youth, where he found safety, acceptance, and a new family. It wasn't easy. The scars of his past haunted him, but for the first time in his life, he was free. Back home, his parents waited for a son who would never return. They had sent him away hoping to mold him into something he wasn't. Instead, they lost him forever. Alex's story was one of pain, but also of resilience. He had lost his family, but he had found himself. He had been told he was broken, but he learned he was whole. And though the road ahead was uncertain, one thing was clear: he would never let anyone tell him he wasn't enough again.